Hello, fellow District 48 Toastmasters. For those of you that I've not had a chance to meet, my name is Gene May, and I'm honored to serve as your District Director for the 2021-2022 Toastmasters year. I had the opportunity to share this presentation at the beginning of our District Executive Council meetings and at the beginning of our Toastmasters Leadership Institutes. And I was asked to share this with all of you. So here's my first attempt at recording and sharing this podcast with you. As I thought about the year and where I thought we could invest as a district, there were two things that came to mind. The first one is our Toastmasters Promise. Every one of us, when we agreed to become a Toastmasters, we agreed to fulfill this Toastmasters Promise. And I challenge each of you to review the list, evaluate yourself. How are you doing? Where are you excelling at? Where are your areas of opportunity? And how do you start working on those areas of opportunities to make sure you're giving the most that you possibly can to your clubs? It's up to you with what you do with it. We all joined Toastmasters for a reason. Most of that was development. So are you doing what you need to do to develop and get out of Toastmasters what you intended? The second thing I wanted to share is if you think about the area that our Toastmasters Club serves and you link that to sports, we have a lot of greatness happening in our area. Now, I know not everybody's a sports fan. That's okay. I won't bore you too much with it, but I just wanted to share it with you that we really are the area of champions when it comes to sports. Our Tampa Bay Rays are last year's World Series runners-up, number 2 out of 30 teams, and right now they are on fire. Our Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the reigning Super Bowl champions, number 1 out of 32 teams. Our Tampa Bay Lightning are Stanley Cup champions this year and last year, back-to-back champions, 2 years in a row, number 1 out of 31 teams. And our Tampa Bay Rowdies are our soccer champions, number 1 out of 31 teams. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, Gene, this is great, but what does this have to do with Toastmasters? Well, let's look at it. Toastmasters at the district level, we're ranked in 3 categories: paid clubs, membership payments, and distinguished clubs. And I want to show you where we ranked last year in the world and in the region. For the world, there are 124 districts in the world. And you see we came in 109, 122, and 100. There are 8 regions, and our Region 8 has 8 districts. We're 7, 8, and 8. Well, as you can see, we've not rightfully earned our place yet in the area of champions. But I know with the champions that I've met in District 48, it's just a matter of time. And I don't share this information with you to say, oh my gosh, we had a really horrible year. I shared this information so that you understand we have an opportunity to grow and develop. And it really goes back to each of us thinking about why we joined Toastmasters and what we can give to help support our clubs, which supports the area, which supports the division, which supports the district. Again, what does it all have to do with Toastmasters? Hopefully, some of you know this guy. Yes, I know, he's in the wrong jersey. It was the picture that I could find. But this is Tom Brady, 5-time Super Bowl most valuable player. Some would argue that he is the GOAT, the greatest of all time in professional football. At the end of Tom's career 2 years ago at the New England Patriots, he was decided it was done, and he had a decision to make. Do I leave professional football or do I go somewhere else? He made the decision to come to Tampa Bay. Now, if you're a Tampa Bay fan, you are probably very excited that Tom chose to come to Tampa Bay. He is an awesome quarterback, and I am almost positive that without him, we would not have celebrated the Super Bowl championship that we had. But think about it. Tom was very successful. Tom could have just said, I'm not learning anything new. I'm not doing anything different than what I've done at New England. And fellow Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if you want to be successful, you're going to do it my way, and that's the only way we're going to do it. But that's not what Tom did. Tom learned the system here at Tampa Bay. Tom meshed. Tom built a team that were the leader, or the people wanted to follow him because he was a great leader. So what does it have to do with Toastmasters? I'd like to liken it to our Pathways program. I get that Pathways is not perfect, But fellow Toastmasters, it's our program. And the only way that we can develop is to invest in the program so that we can grow. I challenge you to go back and think about, why did you join Toastmasters? What do you want to get out of it? If you're not doing projects, you're probably not growing. If you're not doing projects and putting them in the system, the club can't be as successful as it could. It's a cyclical effect. One depends on the other to make it happen. I will share with you, I have 2 DTMs, one in the traditional program, one in the Pathways plan. And in Pathways, I learned far more than I did in the traditional program. Is it easier in some cases? Is it harder in some cases? But I wanted to grow and I wanted to develop. So I challenge you, and my challenge to every District 48 Toastmasters or Toastmaster is to complete at least 1 Pathways level this year. At the most, 4 projects, 4 speeches, and 1 evaluation. You probably can't sit there and tell me, Gene, that's not doable, because I could probably help you find reasons that we could break that down, because I think it's very doable and very easy to make that happen. It's up to you. You just have to have the commitment to invest in your development so that you can grow. Fellow District 48 Toastmasters, this is our year. This is our opportunity to build back better, to be stronger, to make sure every one of our members is developing and growing according to how they want to develop and grow. And when we all do that, we're going to be successful, and District 48 will find its rightful place in the area of champions. Thank you, District 48 Toastmasters, and have an absolutely wonderful day.